It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we get to watch Nico Collins. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Texans and the Titans under the lights on Thursday night.
Franchise is ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you got quite the big arm in your... Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. On the return, here comes Davis. This return makes it up to the 25. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, Levis. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. The Texans going with a dive set here. We've got 6 DBs for third down. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Levis throwing again. It's caught. This is Tyjae Spears. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Christian Harris on the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on first down, Levis. Pass caught by Ridley. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Christian Harris on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Levis. Brought in by Burks. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Desmond King up to make the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Levis from the shotgun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. That'll be complete to Burks. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do.
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Tyjae Spears touchdown. Right there to tack on the point after. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Complete to Dell. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Pass caught by Mixon. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Titans sending their offense and Tyjae Spears out there. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Spears trying this straight ahead. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to it. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. They run once more with Spears. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Levis to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down. Throwing is Levis. Complete out to the right. And he's taken down at the 30. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 23. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Levis now on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Ready to go with our second quarter. Titans with the ball and a chance to score. Defense showing blitz. Levis finds a man right side. Touchdown, Tennessee. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Texans nothing.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. On the return, here comes Tank Dell. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Going right side. Mixon with it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the ground again with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Titans and Will Levis set to take over again. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Azeez Al-Shaair that time on the tackle. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Burks coming in motion right. Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. That finds Burks complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. From the gun, Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Stroud. To the sideline. Collins brings it in.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go.
On play action, here's Stroud. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
That's caught beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll come up first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mixon on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On second down, it's Brooks. He's got to gain a 6 there. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Stroud now on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Halfway there on first down, that brings up second and 5. From the 16. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. In the words of Pete Carroll resonate, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Titans ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Levis here on first down. That'll be complete to Burks. And he reaches the 35 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Levis from the shotgun. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down. Third and short yardage, Levis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First down, Stroud. Dump off caught by his back. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Amani Hooker with the tackle. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Couldn't connect with Tank Dell. So that brings them to 3rd down. Back to throw, Stroud. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Stroud throwing here on first. Left side into the hands of Dell. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 47. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. He's got him. That's Mixon. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Pressure comes. Stroud has his man. It's Mixon. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first. Final timeout called by the Texans. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Everly's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. Well, that's the halfway point, and the visiting Titans taking a nice little lead to intermission. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you in
Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the 2nd half. Dell now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. That passing game they went to in the 1st half, it's going to need to be firing to start this 2nd half, too, as they chase this lead. Escapes the pocket, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Diggs there to bring it in. And it's going to be about 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Levis. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Levis. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
He's going to push one. It is caught at the 20. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They get 37 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Spears running behind center. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's pretty obvious this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Levis now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Levis. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Prater puts it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's a type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Dell now to return it. Returns looking good so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A give to Mixon up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle. From the 48. Cut by Collins on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Has the connection to Ridley. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. They bring their tight end left. From the 17. That one's incomplete over the middle. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Levis back to throw. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Levis here on 1st down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On play action, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 1st down, Stroud. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Houston touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans make it 17-all. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. Here's Spears on the carry. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Levis from the shotgun. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Levis to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. First down from the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a... Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. From the gun, Stroud. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch calling for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Levis now against the blitz. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Levis. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Defense showing blitz. Levis. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Punt team on the field. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's good for the Texans. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Still has room inside the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans now trail by just a point in the 4th. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans bring it back to even. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, Levis. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Shotgun now for Levis. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Levis. Got a man. Spears has it. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Stroud off the play fake. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
He's back to throw. He put some juice on a deep. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a fourth quarter lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Levis setting to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Throwing out to the left, cut! And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 2nd and 3 now. Levis from the shotgun. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. Oh no, the ball is loose! And this skips out at the 2-yard line, dangerously close to a touchback, but they'll be set up near the goal line instead. The handoff to Spears. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Titans down by 7. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Spears. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Titans cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Tyjae Spears touchdown. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Dell now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out now come the Texans on offense. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Setting up to pass. Schultz with the catch. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Pass caught by Mixon. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He'll look to throw it. He's got him. That's Mixon. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And he's got a free play here. Has him on the quick hitter. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. A handoff from Mixon, running right. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. The Titans call their third and final timeout. Tight end going in motion here. 3rd down, Mixon gets it. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner! Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are in bounds. Oh, what a play! So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Ernest Jones. He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. It's the Lions and the Ravens, and it's all up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Going the other way. Lions have it. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start. So just like all touchdowns. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. They put a receiver in motion right. On play action, here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Catch made over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. All right, set now, first and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Gets this one to Watson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Second and 3 now. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Opening script working gangbusters so far. First and 10 now at the 29. Back to throw, Stroud. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking to throw, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Drive picks up here, first and 10. Working inside the red zone. It is caught left side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. He'll pass it this time. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Here's Stroud. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Christian Watson with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready. Now they're going to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Williams on the play action. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. First tone of the game for James Cook. He'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. Dukes out a 1-stop. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They're going play action. They'll get it. And he'll be brought down at about the 20. For 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Ravens and a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 39. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived.
Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. 2nd and 3 now. From the 48. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Achane on the option. And he's brought down for a loss. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Ford Field right out. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter. Ravens in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. They'll send him over right. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun, Williams. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Williams to throw on 3rd. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. The Lions readying for the punt. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Motion man sent left. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 3rd and just 2 to go. On play action, here's Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They've got a man in motion. Out of this shotgun, a give to A.J. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. A.J. again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll stick with A.J. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. 1st down, Williams. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. To throw is Williams. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Slot man in motion left. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. The run outside returns nothing. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Another one for Cook. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Brought in right side. And he's tackled for a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Cut out left. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Williams from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Offense And set for a 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. 1st down, Stroud. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. From the gun, Stroud. Gets this to McConkey. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. The tight end going in motion right. Stroud throwing here on 1st. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that defense reacts quickly. Wow, they take him down near the 21. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. That finds Ayuk complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. That brings us to halftime. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the 3rd quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now come the Lions. They've got the first series of the 2nd half. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Brought in by Ayuk. And this one doesn't go far. And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. Here's Williams. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. They'll send out the punting unit. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Putting a receiver in motion. Stroud off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Defense with an excellent opportunity and a stop here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. Breaks the tackle, still going. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. New set of downs for him at the 38. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Second down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it with Cook. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working from the gun, Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back with a pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 4. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Williams on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This is Cook on the handoff. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Williams to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. To throw, Williams. From pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Now Williams. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. Now here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Lions making the call for their field goal unit. This from 35 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Ravens trotting out their offense. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Running with Achane out of the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. A-Chain running to the right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And the Lions into a nickel set for third down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Finally, some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a first down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league, and you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well.
From the 31. Short pass brought in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Stroud now on third. Catch is made in close. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Achane can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Ravens. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. A tight end in motion now. 2nd and goal. It's an option to the left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now lead by 10. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Williams from the gun. Forced out to his... Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Baltimore running its offense out now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. On play action, here's Stroud. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stroud. Caught out left. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Jukes one defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throw left side, complete. And this one does not go far. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. To throw is Williams. He connects downfield on 4th. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Able to find Achane. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Third down run from Achane. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Punting unit out now. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Lions offense returning to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the pistol, Williams. That finds Ayuk, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This is Cook. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Williams on the play action. Buying some time left. He tucks it and takes off. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll throw it. Vacate. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. On now comes their punter. And they could really use a good one here. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The offense getting set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. They'll give to Achane on the option. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 2nd and 3 now. Achane on the inside give. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. We send a man in motion. He's back to throw. Down, the Lions got him. So before this is punted away, officials stepping in. Looks like a timeout was called by the receiving team. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions trail by a field goal. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. New set of downs for him from the 46. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions jump in front late. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Their offense running back out now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Achane reels it in. And he's brought down for a loss. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to his feet, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
That one's caught along the left sideline. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
A gain of 37 yards. And the Ravens first down.
He'll look to throw it. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Lions make the play that should win them this game. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the end after the absolutely tremendous game that he had.
It's week 13 of the NFL, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the #1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
And we're talking about a young man who proved it at every step along the way. First at Oklahoma, then at USC. Big-time talent, big-time production, and won a Heisman Trophy while playing for the Trojans. Now, the #1 overall pick lands in Chicago, and there's an awful lot of talent awaiting him, and now he gets a chance to utilize those weapons.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Throwing is Williams. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return, and the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And he got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 12 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back to throw here. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Counter play, here's Gibbs. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Another run for Gibbs here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle and taken in by LaPorta. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's Williams. He'll complete this one to Watson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Swift again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw, Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. St. Brown in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays, and just like we saw there, keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Second down and 4. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass incomplete.
I think you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To the air, Williams. Here's a diving catch right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now it's 2nd and 2. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go the way he did it.
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And take it. Now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball. Here is the kill return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. His numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. Williams, the man in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Quick hitter here is complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. A number of great games coming up this holiday weekend. Of course, we begin tomorrow. The second ever Black Friday game. The Raiders, Chiefs from Arrowhead. Even more good matchups to check out in the late afternoon window. A 4 o'clock start up in Baltimore, where it'll be the Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now back to throw. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll look to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will tie things at 17-all.
So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they're going to run their offense in the same vein.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Williams. Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Throwing is Williams.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less, as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's Swift.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
One more time with Swift. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
A great play there.
with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.